Hello everybody, I'm Pilar Archila with Pure Gold. I'm sitting here with a very nice, beautiful lady, June Moore. How are you today, Miss June?
Fine, Pilar. It's good to see you again.
Oh, it's great having you here.
Thank you.
Well, I had some of your friends here, so it's your turn. I had Miss Willie Pop one time, also Judge Helen Harper. So we'll see what you have to tell us.
Well, it's been 15 years since I was active in the chamber. But
Well,
I grew up in the ranks. Started off as a membership committee team captain, and worked on that 2 or 3 years, and then got voted into on the board.
on the board. Listen, that's what happens when you're involved. Are you involved now, meaning you're a member of the chamber?
Oh, of course.
I see you in Business After Hours.
Yes.
We always see each other there. I know that you work for Citizens Bank. Can you tell us a little bit about your job and what did you do there?
Well, I'm semi-retired. I'm only working 3 mornings a week now,
That's good.
and my primary job is I work with the students. And I think I had one of your children in
Yes, you
the
did.
program.
Yes.
And this is a student board council of the Citizens Bank, and we meet on a monthly basis. We cover a lot of subjects, and they enjoy it, seem to. We have programs. Chamber of Commerce comes and does a program for us.
Yes.
And we have one on economic development. And in fact, this past month, we had someone from the police department to come and talk about the laws of Georgia.
That is great.
And he was very good. He knows the law, so if you need a good speaker, I can help you with that. We've had identity theft programs, and
Oh, that program is very good. I'm sure. Because it's something that, my goodness, we all have to be aware.
one of my favorite subjects is customer service. I would love to teach customer service all over Dublin because
We need it.
It's weak.
We need it.
It's weak in most of the businesses you go into.
Yes, absolutely. Let me tell you, Felipe, my son, who actually was in your program with Citizens Bank, he really, really enjoyed that. And I think it's a great program for young adults that we all hope that someday they're going to come back to Dublin and do a great job.
That's one of the questions most of the speakers ask, how many plan to come back to Dublin? And we hope all of them do come back.
That's our hope. We can only hope.
We call them students today and leaders tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yes.
And this is the students from 4 high schools, and it's seniors, all seniors.
Yes.
And it's a very good program, and they fill out applications, and they have recommendations from faculty, and then they have interviews. And sometimes we've had 80 applicants.
I know,
and
and you
60.
can only take so many.
We can only take 25, 30, you know.
Exactly. So it's actually a privilege to
It
be there, and I'm so glad Felipe was able to participate because that was a very good program.
One of our good subjects is also identity theft, and you hear that a lot.
A lot. That's
Identity theft.
well, working in the courtroom and in different courts. That's something that always come up, and it's scary.
Right.
So you at Citizens Bank, you are a vice president.
Right, and I don't do loans anymore. I did for many, many years. I've been in banking 55 years.
Wow.
And I thought it was time to slow down a little bit
and smell the flowers.
Smell the flowers. So my primary job is the students, and I do attend the business after hours at
Yes.
the chamber and the business and breakfast.
Oh, yes.
And it's a different segment of people that go to those 2
Absolutely.
businesses.
Yes.
It's a good networking. You can share your business cards and invite them to your bank, to your church. Just have a networking time with them.
Yeah. Were you born here in Lawrence County?
I was.
Dublin?
Dublin, Lawrence. Well, actually, I'm a country girl. You can tell that by my voice. But I grew up and I graduated Dudley High School.
Okay.
And I played basketball against Willie Paul. She
That
was
is
playing at
wonderful.
Twiggs County, and I was playing at Dublin, and we didn't know each other then.
That is just wonderful.
And we found that out many years later. And I did attend Middle Georgia College, but we had some good times. We were the Dudley Cardinals,
Yeah.
and I love basketball, but
Yes.
baseball is my favorite. I love the Braves. And
Yes, me too.
Been a little upset with them lately with all the changes they've made.
But we love them anyway.
We love them
Yeah,
anyway.
we can be upset sometimes, but we love them.
I'm not a fair weather fan. I am a real fan.
Yes. Your husband, who is he and what kind of business is he in?
Well, my husband is Hugh Moore. He's been in the film business with the same company 58 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Same company. And he's trying to slow down, but it's awfully difficult to slow down in that business.
And I cannot imagine. Yeah, it's very hard.
But it's not a fun job, but it's a rewarding job that he does. He went to school in Nashville, Tennessee, and we lived there for about a year, and I worked at the bank up there just to help get him through school. And then we came back to Dublin, and
So you always worked in banks?
I've always worked in banks, and he's always worked in funeral homes. So, but he's not moving from one to another like I've moved around a little bit. So,
Right, yeah. Wow. How many children?
have one daughter, Wendy Leverett, one granddaughter, Callie, and one great grandson, Levi.
Could you believe that? She has a granddaughter?
Granddaughter,
A granddaughter and a great-grandson.
son. Right, he's 2.
He is 2. Oh, my goodness.
And if you're my Facebook friend, you see his picture all the time.
I've seen the picture all the time. I'm her friend on Facebook. Yes, you have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
You have a gorgeous daughter and your grandkid, your granddaughter, and great-grandson. Oh, my goodness.
My granddaughter just been accepted into nursing school over in Augusta.
Oh, that is wonderful.
So excited about that. She's about to finish 2 years now in Augusta State College, and it's now the Augusta Regents University. I'm still struggling with the memory of the new name.
Right, right.
But she has been accepted. She's excited about that, and we're excited for her.
I spent a lot of time in Augusta, either federal courtroom, regular courtroom, or doctor's hospital. I do a lot of interpretations there, too.
Well, that's where Levi was born, at the doctor's hospital.
Wow. I was there last week. I was interpreting in the doctor's hospital. It was a long day that day. We got there early, and boy, left late, many hours, but it's a real fine, nice place, and I know your granddaughter is going to do wonderful.
I hope so, and I think so. She's very focused, and she wants to she is a good mother, and she wants to get that degree. And,
Oh, yes.
and she'll get there. I'm
Well, tell
confident.
me about Wendy. We were talking about her before we went on camera. So she's working and
She's retired now, semi-retired, and she's doing some consulting work, but she was economic development appointee for the state of Georgia in one of the regions many years ago, and Augusta and Lincolnton was part of her territory, and at the end of her career here, Dublin and Lawrence County was included. And then before that, she was the executive director at the Chamber of Commerce in Sandersville, Georgia, Washington County.
Yes, That is wonderful. So as you can see, your family and you have been involved in Chamber of Commerce and Development Authority for quite some time. Well, Miss Moore, we're going to take a short break. Just please don't go away. We're going to take just a short break.
Welcome to Pitts Toyota, downtown Dublin, where people go to buy great cars at great prices. We're a family-owned and operated full-service automobile dealership, serving Middle Georgia since 1947.
Hi, my name's Nick Camerata, General Manager of Pitts Toyota. I've been with the Pitts team since 2009. It's our promise to provide you with an enjoyable, stress-free shopping experience. We have a full-service website that's fast, convenient, and easy to navigate.
Hello, I'm Steve Winter, Sales Manager here at Pitts Toyota. We provide a balance between the big city selection and the warm, familiar atmosphere of a hometown business.
Hi, I'm George Key. I've been with Pitts Toyota for 34 years. When you come into Pitts Toyota, you'll be greeted with a sales staff who are knowledgeable, caring individuals, and our only goal is to satisfy you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Well, thank you for staying with us. And for those who just tune in, I'm sitting here with Miss June Moore, and we're talking about the Chamber of Commerce, our wonderful Chamber of Commerce.
That's right.
You got involved with the Chamber of Commerce, and I understand that in 1999 you were the chair of our Chamber Board. Tell me a little bit what happened that year, or the year that you were the chair. What kind of things happened?
I like to tell people it was the turn of the century,
There you go.
1999, 2000.
There you go. That's important.
We accomplished an awful lot that year, and never accomplished everything you would like to.
Of course.
I remember particularly the Northwest Lawrence Elementary, the Southwest Lawrence Elementary Schools, and the Huey M. Gillis Fishing Lake.
I remember we went over there. We had a wonderful afternoon that day.
We did. And, of course, everybody now in Dublin, Lawrence County knows about Best Buy.
Of course.
And we welcomed them that year. And we had a huge turnout for the welcome. And I don't know if you were here then.
Yes, I was.
You were. And the platform was just full of green jackets and green coats. And it was just a wonderful surprise when we found out they were coming to Dublin, Georgia.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Now, also you mentioned business and breakfast.
Yes, I had a dream about having something different in the mornings, because some people are morning people, some people are evening. And we just had the business after hours, and I thought, well, maybe we should have a business and breakfast for a different segment of people.
Right.
And we started that the year I was chairman, and it's very active
growing.
now, once a quarter.
Right.
And we average maybe 75 to 125.
It is, yeah. It's really, really growing.
It's really growing.
And some people go both.
That's true.
You know?
That's I try to go to both, but
I do
sometimes
too.
you can't get to all of it. But it's a good opportunity, fresh in the morning, and we hand out our business cards and meet and greet, and have great hosts and 4 or 5 different businesses grouped together, and the food's usually very good.
It's excellent. Yeah.
Our bank's one of the hosts, and we always host with Chick-fil-A, and that works real well, because all we do is just write a check to them, and they
delicious breakfast.
delicious
for sure.
breakfast. And the Medical Center and Middle Georgia Business Products, we all group together.
Yes.
And have the business and breakfast.
And it's usually very good, very nice. You brought a book that I would love for all of you to see.
Century of Progress. This was a vision I had, since it was a turn of the century, is what we could do to talk about the last 100 years of the Chamber of Commerce.
Wow.
And I remember asking Jeep Alexander, a former chairman also, past chairman, would she head up a committee? And she did. And it was a lot of people involved in making this book successful, and a lot of sponsors. And they're listed in the book. And Don and Mildred Lamb wrote the book, and it's numerous pictures about the 100 years of Dublin Lawrence County.
That is amazing. I've seen the book, and it's actually very well done. It's very nice. Now, for people out there who do not have a book, a copy, do we still have copies?
Still have copies at the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
And I believe there was about 10,000 copies printed.
Oh, wow.
And then one evening we met at the country club and unveiled the book, and honored Mildred Lamb and Don Lamb, and it was a wonderful evening. I'm trying to remember the lady's name that came from Macon. They played music, and it was just a very
Yes.
wonderful dinner that we had and honored them for the hard work they had done.
It's actually, I have a copy, and it's just very well done.
A lot of pictures about the history, and it's just something that put on your bookshelf and share.
Exactly. Plus, we have a lot of things to be proud, and the book reflects that.
That is true. And see, Willie came to Dublin about 25 years ago this year. November the 1st, I believe, will be her 25th anniversary.
Wow.
And I've known her since the day she came.
Yes.
I remember the president of our bank says, you need to go down and visit Willie and take a signature card and open an account for her. I did.
Good.
She did. But we've been friends over the years, and it's just, we've been to many events together. Georgia Chamber of Commerce, we actively participate in that each year,
Yes.
and go to the legislative dinner and enjoy.
And just don't forget, you play basketball together.
We found out we played basketball together.
I love that story.
And she played for Twiggs County, and I played for Dudley. And she thinks they won it. I think we won it. We don't even remember playing. But she likes to share that story often. And it was the Red Cardinals. I don't know what the Twiggs County.
No, of course you remember your team.
I remember my team, but that was
We
fun
need to
time.
ask Miss Willie.
That's right. She'll tell you. But that was what we did back. We didn't have football. We were in a small rural school. And then we played Dudley, Dexter, Dublin, Rents, and all the surrounding counties.
Yes, that is just, that is amazing.
I still have my basketball suit. However, I can't get in it now.
Well, no problem. But that's something wonderful to have. Well, we're going to take another short break,
Okay.
and we'll be right back.
All right.
This is ridiculous. Come on, hon, we can get this done today.
Last year it took all week. What am I doing? This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm out here wasting my day. It's so pretty I could be out by the pool. I have got to get some help. Hello? Yes, is this MPHI? I need someone to come pressure wash my house. 6 cents a square foot? That sounds great. When can you be here? Great, see you then. Derek!
I heard, honey. I'm going to the golf course.
Get rid of the hassle today. Exterior pressure washing at MPHI, only 6 cents per square foot. A 1,600 square foot home, only $96. Call MPHI 272-8138. Call MPHI today, 272-8138. MPHI, Dublin.
We're back, and I'm sitting here with Miss June Moore. Just before we went on break, we were talking about she was in the basketball team in Dudley, and Miss Willie Park was in the basketball team in Twiggs County. Each one claimed that their team won. I believe both of them, so.
I think you're right.
Yeah, also, Miss June was telling me that there is actually a picture in Dudley, probably at the gym, that you can actually see both of them with their own team. So that will be something very interesting to see. When you have the group of students that Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, the council, those students, 12th graders, getting ready to graduate and ready to start college, what would be something you are going to tell them about the Chamber of Commerce, the importance to be a member of the Chamber?
I can see so many of these students go away to college, and all of them, I think, have registered and plan to attend, and they tell us what their major will be, what they plan to do. And I can see them coming back and being the executive at the Chamber of Commerce, or being the attorney at the
Amen.
courthouse here.
Yes.
Or being the school teacher here. Maybe the mayor of Dublin. I mean,
You never know.
they are truly wonderful students, and most of them have 3.5 and up. Some of them over 4.0. I don't know how
Right.
you get over 4.0, but they do, and a lot of them
Yeah,
co-op
with extra credits. I mean,
extra
you can-
credits.
Yeah.
But they are smart students, and we just tell them about the networking of coming back to Dublin and to make it a good place to live, work, and play, and to retire.
And retire,
And retire.
yes.
That's added to the motto, and
Just
to
recently.
retire.
Yes. Was it something in that year that after you finished the year being the chair, you thought, oh, the year went by so fast, and I wanted to do this or that you didn't actually have time to do?
Well, you always look for more business. I don't care how much you have, you want a little bit more.
Yes.
But, and we lost one or two businesses probably in the economic development, but we try and we strive. We did our very best, and we would go out on a membership drive and try to sell the membership, and some people says, I just don't know that it benefits me. But if you call the chamber now, and we tell the students that you call the chamber, and they're the sounding board for the Lawrence County when you for any business, and if you're a member, then you're listed on their register.
Absolutely.
But if you're not a member, they won't mention your name.
Exactly, because there's no way for them to have your name in there if you're not registered.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I mentioned in a prior show that I needed something not long ago, and I called, and Matthew answered the phone, and I said, I really need the phone number for, and I don't remember what is that I needed. I didn't even know we had that in Dublin. I said, yes, you can do this in Dublin, and you can call that, and I was shocked how efficient that is, and that's one of the advantages, to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
And they have a great website. You can look at the home, and I found the number for the TV 35 and the location called the Chamber. Because you recently moved to this location, right?
Yes, we did. We recently moved, so this is the best kept secret. Yeah, and the Chamber, they have the new address and new location and everything, so that is absolutely wonderful.
And the groundbreakings, stay busy with that.
Yes.
And that's wonderful to
and
see.
Ribbon cuttings.
Ribbon cuttings.
All that. And it's nice to go and see that and meet the people who have new businesses, and what you can suggest to new businesses if they're not member of the chamber. What would be a good idea to be a member?
Well,
for the same reasons?
I would probably tell them that they need to bring the business card, go to business after hours, and meet and greet each other. And they have begun recently at that event to have a speaker for a short period of time, just different ones, to just give a little overview of something that's happened recently.
And something interesting.
Something interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's not something that you're going to sit for 2 hours thinking, oh, when this is going to end. It's very brief.
Right.
But with a lot of good information.
And Georgia Power just made the presentation this past meeting.
Yeah.
And then before that, I think Louis Curry's made a presentation.
Yes.
We've had, and that's something new, and I think it's very good.
I think that idea is wonderful, and especially because it's a lot of good information, but very, very short.
And they have the business of the quarter, and people vote on those, and then they have the business of the year. And in small business, and retention is so important.
Yes.
That's just almost as important as bringing new business.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you want to retain those good members as well as gain the new members.
The new ones. Well, if you're not a member of the Chamber of Commerce, by all means, come on. We want you.
That's right. That's right.
Well, It has been great talking to you.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you over and over, business after hours and different functions, and even at Citizens Bank, where I have an account there too. So
wonderful, wonderful.
And for all of you, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.